It's a for Baba de la TV in the surround Mr. Senator, but channel so I hit a domain subscribe, so drop in the latest news content. How about your brain when you be the latest news to a boba DNA song a PM will NDC headquarters no for finally Upper East region on 15 seat no for NDC for agenda NPP 0 Upper East 15 NPP 0 na emra dane emra sesa emumra bienhwe ne mari bintie ne mai free ho ba ba de ka ho bia de munsem bebremo.
Getting to us, we go on. Let me just give you an idea. It's not just the presidential ticket of the NDC that is on its way. In fact, that has actually made history. You look at the parliamentary results as well for the NDC. With all things remaining, or all things being equal, it appears that the NDC would also have what has been described as a super majority in the 9th parliament. But there are some seats that are being contended, results that are being contested, and then also some which the Electoral Commission itself is saying that it does not recognize because the declarations of the persons who won, according to the EC, did not follow laid down procedure. We'll get into all of that. But if you look at the regional breakdown of the various parliamentary victories, as in the MPs who won for the NDC, unprecedented as well. And we're going to show that to you. Some constituencies the NDC has never won. They won it in this 2024 election. Trends were thrown out of the window. The trends that we always would refer to do some kind of a projection of how the outcomes of an election will be. Look, this election rendered all the trends and historic analysis moot. Let's go to the Ashanti region, first of all, to start with. A total number of seats, 47 seats in the Ashanti region. Prior to this election, the composition of the 47 seats in the Ashanti region were the NPP held 42 of those seats in this 8th parliament, with the NDC having 4 seats in the Ashanti region, plus an independent candidate, the former MP. Well, guess what? In this 2024 election, exactly a week ago, these were the people that you made. Let's go to the, start off first from the Western region. The total number of seats, 17. And you see quickly, in the Ashanti region, already there are 2 seats that are being contested. The Ahafo Southwest, no declaration has been made as yet, and the Ahafo North. That's the Tepa constituency. A number of you were asking what was happening, what has been going on with Tepa. Well, the Electoral Commission has not declared any results for Tepa as yet. That's not the only one in contention, at least for the Ashanti region. We've heard of Bono East as well, the NPP saying they do not recognize the declaration of the NDC candidate there as the winner of this election. So essentially, you're safe to say that per the composition right now, with this total number of seats and the ones in contention, the NDC has increased its tally, at least for now, from 4 in this 8th parliament to 9. In fact, it will probably be 8. If you add the Bono East, it will be 9 to this 9th parliament. And the NPP reduced to 36. The independent candidate is in the Asante Achim North constituency, OK Frimpong. He defeated a member of parliament who is a friend of this program, talking about Andiapi Akubi. Andiapi Akubi is the incumbent MP for Asante Achim North. He lost that election to this independent candidate who actually is from the NPP stock. He lost the primaries. That's for the Ashanti region. Let's go next to the Western region. The Western region has a total of 17 seats. Now, this is the composition going into the 9th parliament. The outcome of this election result. There are no disputed seats in the Western region. The NDC has won 15 of this 17 in this 2024 election. Let's put that on the screen boldly. 15 of this 17. And the NPP just 2. The NPP holds just 2 of this election that we went into. And prior to this, it was nothing close to what we are seeing right now. The NDC swept seats in the Western region, 15 of them. In fact, some constituencies they've never won before. That, like their Sikado, Ketan constituency. In fact, if you say Second D, maybe if you take out Albert Boson Chisam, who won Second D constituency in the 1992 election, which was boycotted, the parliamentary was boycotted by the NPP, they wrote the stolen verdict. You can also talk about the Impoho constituency. The NDC has never won it before. Well, they won it this time around. That is what's happening in the Western region. The Upper East region, total number of seats, 15. Guess what? The NDC did not leave even one for the NPP. They won all the 15 seats in the Upper East region. Let's put that on boldly on the screen. 15 in the Upper East region. Prior to this moment, this was how the composition of the results were in the Upper East region. In 2020, the NPP was able to win 1 seat in the Upper East region. Guess what? The NDC has taken that seat back. So they have a total of 15 seats. Let's go to the next. And in fact, the story doesn't change. In the Upper West region, the NDC has won all 11 seats in the Upper West region. So those seats like Lambosier and Nandom that the NPP won in 2020, guess what? The NDC has taken those seats back. 11 over 11. So in 2020, the NPP held 3 seats in the Upper West region. Well, guess what? We are going into the 9th parliament with no seats in the Upper West region. Then we have the Northeast region. This is the home region of the flag bearer of the NPP, Northeast. They shared the spoils. 3 seats apart for the Northeast region. In fact, the Northeast region, prior to this election, the NPP held 4 seats, and the NDC held 2 seats in the Northeast region. And it was really credited to the influence and mettle, the strength, and the abilities of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If you look at the trends, and I keep referring to trends that really were thrown out of the window now. If you look at the trends from 2008 when he first contested with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the NPP had a good showing in the Northern region until now. So you look at this, Northeast, the NDC also increased their showing with an additional seat. Let's go to the next. Now, the Ahafo region. Guess what? In the Ahafo region, 6 seats. The NDC increased their showing with 5 seats up their sleeves going into this 9th parliament for the Ahafo region. And the NPP had just 1 seat. Prior to this moment, the NDC had just 2 seats in the Ahafo region, and the NPP had 4 seats. So essentially, they've lost 3 seats, and that's what the NDC has back with 5 seats up their sleeve going into this 9th parliament. The Bono region, total number of seats, 12. The NDC has won 11. And then the NPP was just with 1 seat going into this 9th parliament. That's for the Bono region, 12 seats in total. Prior to this moment, the NDC held 6 seats, the NPP held 6 seats in the Bono region. Well, guess what? After this election, that's the verdict, you have it there. NDC 11 seats, NPP 1 seat. Our guests are going to be joining us right now. For the Bono East region, total number of seats, 11. The NDC has won 10. And the NPP is yet to win any seat. The reason being, for the Techiman South constituency, the results are yet to be declared. That's for Martin J. Mensah Kosa, the Minister for Local Government, Rural Development and Decentralization. This is one of a number of seats that have not been declared as yet. So Techiman South is still pending now. The Electoral Commission says they're going to do something that we found out is not in law. CI 127 doesn't make any recommendation for recollation. So our lawyers, in fact, will help us get into this and what the Electoral Commission has been doing at this Tesano Police Training School. Let's go to the next. Now, look at the OT region. The NDC, again, like the Upper East, Upper West, they've won all the seats in the OT region, 9 in total. Going into this election, the composition of it in the Eastern region, we had the NDC 8, with the NPP having a seat there. Volta region, guess what? The NPP has won all the seats. The NDC, I beg your pardon, has won all the seats in the Volta region, 18. Well, they always describe the Hohoi victory by John Peter Amewu, the current minister in charge of railways development, as a loan. They only loaned the Hohoi seat to the NPP in 2020. Well, they've taken it back. They've had all 18 seats to their credit, as was the case. This is the stronghold, the World Bank of the NDC. 18 seats. Let's go to the next. Now look at the Greater Accra region. And look at this. For the Greater Accra region, even though a number of seats, and we'll have to put it on record, a number of seats are being disputed right now. Total number of seats in the Greater Accra region, 34. And then also, as we see it, the NDC, if the things play out as they are, would have 31, if results hold this way, 31 out of the 34 seats, and the NPP 3. This is because the Electoral Commission, as of last night, has come out to indicate to us that they do not recognize the victory of Tema Central, Ebi Bright, Abelekuma North, Irabna Urban, and then also Okaikwe Central, Baba Sadiq. And then also they make reference to the Dom Kwabenya constituency. That's Faustina Akurugu. So these 4, the Electoral Commission says the declaration did not follow due process, but that is being challenged as to exactly what the Electoral Commission meant. Central region, total number of seats, 23. And guess what? 18 for the NDC. Prior to this election, the NDC held 13 out of the 23 seats. The NPP held 10 seats in the Central region. After this election, 18 seats for the NDC in the Central region, 4 for the NPP, and the independent candidate, that's A+. 1. Let's go to the next. Eastern region. The Eastern region, total number of seats, 33. And you will not get the full 33 if you add this, because there's a footnote which would explain to you. The NDC so far holds 8 seats in the Eastern region, and the NPP 20. There's an independent candidate in the Eastern region as well, which we'll look into as we go on. But let's take a look at this. All of these things, how things have played out. The results that are being contested are the Akwetia constituency, the Suhum constituency, and Suam Adwejuri, Fantiakwa North. Akwetia constituency, the Electoral Commission 2 days ago declared it with the NPP candidate as a winner. Suhum, the NPP candidate, has been declared winner. And Suam Adwejuri is outstanding. Fantiakwa North, on Monday, the Electoral Commission declared the NDC candidate as the winner. Then on Thursday, the Electoral Commission came to do recollation, which is unlawful, and then made the NPP candidate winner. I say unlawful because we checked the CI 127. It has no bearing in law, which we'll get into. So this is how things look right now in the Eastern region. But bear in mind, we are also keenly following what the Electoral Commission will do next, because they've suspended the process until further notice. But we don't know what the next phase will be. Let's hear from the returning officer for the presidential results, Jane Adokwe Mensah, when she announced the results of 267 constituencies out of 276. Take a look.
The voters of Ghana have spoken. They have expressed their choice at the polls, and that choice will today be upheld by
Madam Assessor Samuel Breni Daily Update TV.